Have you heard of the new pyramid scheme Vibe or join one more time? If you want to learn more, you need to watch this video. Hi, I'm Haley from Queens of Schemes, where we debunk and expose toxic marketing practices. Today, I'm going to be talking about the new pyramid scheme Vibe and their rank structure. Vibe, also known as Join One More Time, is a relatively new pyramid scheme that has just started emerging within the last few weeks. The business structure relies heavily on recruitment, and we don't know what the product is, how much the products are going to cost, or what the membership fees are yet. The business owner has an impressive following so far. They have over 17,000 YouTube subscribers. They have a Telegram group chat with a lot of people, and their Zoom calls are getting up to 1,000 participants per session. I'm going to be breaking down the rank structure and specifically discussing the language used in the rank descriptions to keep people brainwashed into sticking with this company. There are 6 ranks in this model, so I'm going to go ahead and play the clip for the first rank.
What this means afterwards. But, as you come in, guys, a rookie, it may have a negative connotation to some people, but when you're coming into an all-star team, right? You want to be a rookie, right? You want to come in and you want to be able to learn. So it just depends. If somebody's like, oh, you're a rookie, you don't know what you're doing. But it depends on if you're coming into the NBA, if you're coming into the NFL, or you're like my cousin that bears my grandmother's name, my father's mother, my grandmother, because she was the number 1 draft pick for the WNBA, the number 1 draft pick, and they won twice in a row. We don't know how to lose in our family. So rookie is not a bad thing. A rookie, you're stepping into your vibe. You're ready to explore. You're learning. You're growing. Okay. So you don't want to stay there long, though.
So let's break down the language here because it's a textbook example of manipulation. By calling the first rank rookie, they're basically rebranding the bottom of the ladder and framing it as something positive and exciting. They're telling you it's an honor to be here, comparing it to joining the NBA or the NFL, but really that's just a tactic to make you feel special and ignore reality. She uses lots of buzzwords and emotional appeals in her videos. This is all to distract you from asking the hard questions like, how much are the membership fees? What is the product? How much does the product cost? How do I rank up? This kind of language is all about keeping you hooked, feeling inspired, and making it seem like you're a part of something bigger. So I'm going to roll the clip for the second rank.
So as a creator, and we thought long and hard about these names. We didn't just throw up like you're a diamond and you're a this and you're a that and no knock on those names, because those names make a lot of money in other companies. But we started to think about it like we don't necessarily want to be like everybody else, because we're not just a network marketing company. We're a relationship marketing business. We want people to come in and vibe out and figure out what it is that they really want to do. So we want you to get to the point where you can be a creator over here. As a creator, you're building the vibe, right? You're building it. You're turning ideas into reality, and you're shaping the world around you. That's what a creator does. Everybody wants to be a content creator, or they want to do all these great things. And over here, you want to be a creator because your income starts to go up.
So let's talk about the creator rank. She says that they thought long and hard about these names. I'm not trying to be messy, but I don't think you did. They're selling you this idea that as the creator, you'll be shaping worlds around you and turning ideas into reality. It's all about empowering you and making you feel like you're a part of something bigger. But in reality, you're just selling their products and recruiting people to move up. This is all a part of their playbook. They make you feel special to distract you away from the fact that this is just another pyramid scheme. I'm going to roll the clip for rank 3 promoter, and then we're going to talk about it.
So let's go to the next one. So the next one is a promoter. So once you move from being a rookie and you start to learn, right? And again, we haven't talked about our products yet. We have some of the most amazing things inside of our company, and you guys are going to love it here in the next couple of weeks. Actually, I think it's February the 1st. Put that on your calendar. You're going to understand what our product is. Okay. And we want you to be a promoter. You go from rookie to creator, but a promoter, think about it, starts to amplify the vibe. You're spreading energy and creating momentum, and your income starts to go up as well.
So the promoter rank amplifies the vibes and spreads the energy, more buzzwords. And she brings the product up again. And guess what, guys? It's amazing. It's so amazing that we don't get to know what it is and we can't ask any questions. And obviously, if you rank up, you make more income. So she's got to make sure she brings that up. This is a classic pyramid scheme distraction tactic. She's putting pressure on you to work harder and recruit more. The next rank is influencer.
All right. So only fitting that you go from being a content creator, right? You're going from being a creator over here. So think about it in the world of social media, where people go from content creating to an influencer. It is a huge jump, right? So over here, the next rank is only fitting as an influencer. You shape the vibe. You're inspiring others and setting the trends that matter. That's an influencer. Not to mention that your income starts to go up. And we're going to look at that.
So you'll notice a trend in these rank descriptions that she's doing. She essentially is using the same buzzwords as before, but rephrasing them. And then she always ends it with making sure that you know that if you get to this rank, your income goes up. This is a tactic to put pressure on you to recruit more and sell more without actually telling you what the product is or what you're actually selling. It's all about dangling that next level in front of you to get you to keep chasing the vibe. The next rank up is icon.
All right, icon. I am so excited about this particular rank because when someone calls you an icon, you know you're going to live forever. So at this point, right, even from an influencer, it's more income than most people will ever make at their jobs, with their businesses. A lot of times when you start a business, it takes some years for you to even turn a profit. Over here, we want you to come in and within your first 24 to 72 hours, we want you to be in profit if you decide to build a business. Remember, we're not talking products right now. We're just talking ranks, right? And when you come over here in Vibe, you have an opportunity to really, truly share the opportunity, right? You share the opportunity. And same thing, I keep coming back to Elon Musk. Elon Musk built PayPal on an affiliate slash type network marketing structure. He just paid people to share, right? He paid them to share and he became an icon. And now he can say, I want to fly to the moon and or fly to Mars and I want to look at Earth and say, that's my portfolio. You know, I heard somebody say that. And I thought that was pretty dope. They have enough money to fly wherever they want to go. But other people think they're crazy, but they will live forever. Why? Because he's a creator. Elon Musk actually like homeschools his kids because he wants his kids to actually learn how to be iconic. And sometimes you can go into situations, you can go into companies, you can go into businesses, and they want you to be like everybody else. We don't need you to be like everybody else. We need you to be authentically you. And whatever icon means to you, we want you to be able to reach that iconic state in your family. As an icon, you embody the vibe, standing out as a beacon of inspiration and creativity. We don't motivate. We are not motivational speakers. Some troll told us like, oh, it sounds like a motivation. We don't motivate because if I got to motivate you to go after your hopes and dreams, I'm going to have to motivate you every day, every day, every day. That sounds like a job to me. I would rather just inspire you to be iconic.
She really hypes up this icon rank, saying that if someone calls you an icon, you are going to live forever. And she also, of course, brings up that you're going to be making more income than the other ranks. You'll make more income than most people do at their jobs. You'll make more income than most people do if they start a business. And honestly, I think this is a pretty bold claim considering we're still not talking about the product and we're just focusing on the recruitment and rank structure of the business. She also continues to compare this model that she's using to Elon Musk creating PayPal. Elon Musk did not use a pyramid structure to create the company PayPal. And just a side note on how PayPal was actually built, they provided a real service, which was online payments. They made money through transaction fees, not by recruiting people or by creating a hierarchy. The final rank we're going to be discussing is Legend, and then I'm going to go over her insane compensation plan.
Now, I didn't have to fight for this one too much, okay? In every company that I've been in, I get into companies and I immediately wiggle my way to the top. Immediately. I don't step my way to the top. I don't beat up people to get to the top. I just ask questions. Who's your sponsor? Who's your sponsor? Who's your sponsors until I wiggle my way up to the top. And I don't go up there asking for handouts like, with my cup shaking. I go up there and say, listen, I don't need you to be my mentor because that's the worst thing that a icon or a legend wants to hear. Can you mentor me? It kind of sounds like a job. And I only say that because my guide, my kind of business guide told me that, like, no, people always, can I ride along with you? Can I see what you do? I get it because I wanted to do that too. And I got a chance to ride along with a lot of iconic individuals. And every company I go into, if I get to shape it, I'm like, can I change the rank? And they've let me do it a couple times, right? And legend is what was dropped into my spirit years ago, that I wanted to create 1,000 legends, 1,000 people that will live forever. And you don't have to be all over social media. Nobody even has to know who you are, but you'll be a legend in your family. I want you to think about this. Some of you, your family will talk about you forever. You're legendary. I name people for what I believe that they can become. So I want you to understand this. My daughter's on here. She's one of the most phenomenal individuals ever. Our children are on here, and they are going to grow to be legends. And I want them to live forever. And I want to live forever. And I know that's not possible, but I want to put in your mind. At some point, at some point, when we leave this earth, you're either going to end up in a photo album underneath the table where people talk about you on your birthday, or they talk about you when it's a family reunion or something. Remember old Tommy? He used to do X, Y, and Z. And then there are some people who are going to end up on the mantelpiece. So you guys are going to hear me train on this. Let's make the mantelpiece. Your picture's up there. I've walked into people's houses who have made millions and billions. I met my first two billionaires last year, and they told me, I only give my time to people who deserve it. 7 minutes. That's it. And that's my favorite number. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to vibe out with them for 7 minutes, and I'm going to feel the energy or not. And I'm going to see if I give them another 7 minutes. And these people are legendary in their families. And I walked into somebody's house who had made billions, and it was him and his wife on the mantelpiece. And everybody is going to walk in years later and say, that was great grandmama Megan, Reagan, Dre, Tony, anybody else who wants to be legendary with us. And a legend is leaving a lasting impact and creating a legacy that resonates forever. We only have 6 ranks, right? And a lot of ranks and companies are set up so that if you have to make this much money before you're called a legend, okay? You got to be at this income before you're called a legend. Well, we just believe that you have to just do some simple things that we're going to talk about tomorrow because it's 8:54 and I'm getting off this call at 9 o'clock and I'm going to win, right? Because I'm a winner.
So let's talk about the final rank Legend, where she claims you can create a legacy that resonates forever. And then it starts to get very weird. She then goes on to brag about how she has wiggled her way up to the top in every company she's ever been on by not beating people up, her words, but by asking questions like, who's your sponsor? Who's your sponsor? And so on and so forth. She then goes on to tell this really long-winded story about leaving a legacy, saying that essentially if you don't join this company, you are not going to be seen as a legend or leave a legacy for your family. You're not going to be mantelpiece material. You might only get brought up on your birthday or possibly at family reunions. Essentially, this discussion around the legend rank is just like everything else. It's another way to keep you hooked and keep you focused on chasing the rank and the status instead of focusing on the shady business model. On top of the shady business practices, she also introduces an insane compensation plan. So I'm going to play a clip of her talking about it and then I'm going to break it down.
So what do those ranks actually mean? You might be wondering. Okay. So rookies, this earning potential, right? As a rookie, you're stepping into your vibe, ready to explore, to learn, to grow. A rookie can make up to $1.8 thousand a month. Okay. $1.8 thousand a month. And listen, when you get into companies, in any company you're in, if you're in sales or marketing, right? If you're in insurance, if you're in my favorite, like, messy TV is Selling Sunset. I don't like all the drama. I actually like the Manhattan one better because they're less messy and more about the money. And they promote, they sell themselves, they stage houses, they do all of these things, and their income goes up. Over here, it's the same way. When you start stepping into your vibe, your income will go all the way up to $1.8 thousand a month. Doesn't stop there. As a creator, you're building the vibe. You're turning ideas into reality and shaping the world around you. This means that you're now a creator. You're making up to $5,000 a month. As a promoter, you amplify. You are vibrating pretty loudly. You amplify the vibe. You're spreading energy, creating momentum. You make up to $16,000 a month. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, this could take some of your hopes and dreams off the shelf. And now you're really starting to vacation and do the things that you really want to do. But when you get to be an icon makes up to $147,000 a month. So you go from $16,001 to $147,000 a month. And you might be wondering, how do we do this? Great. Thank you. I'm training tomorrow on this comp plan. And you're going to know, what do you need to do to hit rookie, hit creator, hit promoter, hit icon. You need to be back here tomorrow at 12 o'clock. I'm going to teach it again at 8 o'clock, right?
I'm not going to play the entire clip because, as you can see again, she's talking in circles. She never actually explains the compensation plan. She always veers off and tells these stories. This is a tactic to confuse you. She makes the compensation plan very complicated because they do not want you to ask questions or wonder about what's actually going on. So let's break down this legend maker blueprint from Vibe and really look at the numbers they're talking about. This is the 3x10 force matrix that she keeps referring to. In this structure, you're at the top and every person you recruit is placed directly below you. They claim that if you start by recruiting just 3 or 7 people, which most of the emphasis is on you recruiting 7 people, and then those people do the same thing every week, you can grow your team to thousands or even hundreds of thousands in just a few weeks. But let's actually think about what that means. If you recruit 3 people and they each recruit 3 people, here's how it adds up. In week 1, you have 3 people. By week 2, it's 9 people. Week 3, it's 27 people. Week 4, it's 81 people. Week 5, 243 people. Week 6, 729 people. And by week 7, you will need 2,187 people in your team. Now, if you go with their 7-person model, in week 1, you need to recruit 7 people, week 2, 49, week 3, 343, week 4, over 2,400 people, week 5, over 16,000, week 6, over 110,000 people, and by week 7, they're saying you need 823,543 people in your downline. That's over 800,000 people in just 7 weeks. So the problem here is obviously this level of growth is not realistic. Where are you going to find these people to recruit? Even if you end up recruiting 7 people, your income is 100% based on the fact that those 7 people have to recruit 7 more and so on. And they also need to pay the membership fee every single month to keep their status activated so that you can get your bonuses. And we still don't know how much the membership fee is. The reason that recruitment-based models like this fail is that you'll notice when you get to those later weeks, you actually need to recruit more people than actually exist in many cities. So this is a screenshot from the Telegram group explaining to everybody in there how they can upgrade in their first week. So the idea here is that people are supposed to recruit 3 more people each, and that's going to go on for 10 weeks. Then the claim says that if the system keeps duplicating like this, the number of people grows exponentially. So here's how the growth works. So in week 1, we have over 1,600 people upgraded. Week 2, we have over 4,800 people upgraded. Week 3, over 14,000. Week 4, over 43,000. By week 6, we have almost 400,000 people. And by week 10, 31.9 million people. So for the people that follow through with joining in this company and paying the membership fees and buying a product bundle, everything sounds great. But do you really believe by week 10 that 31.9 million people are going to be a part of this company? Plans like this offer huge growth, but they're extremely unsustainable. They are designed to crash and burn with only the people at the top benefiting while everyone else is left with nothing. So just remember, if you're part of a meeting or you're trying to join an organization and they're asking you for money up front, their compensation plan is 100% dependent on recruitment, and they don't want to talk about the products, there's a good chance you're being recruited into a pyramid scheme. And pyramid schemes like this just aren't my vibe. So if you want to learn more about schemes like this and other scams, make sure you follow Queens of Schemes on YouTube.